Hello, it's Karmatos. I'm back. I was almost a month-long hiatus. I think I'm gonna beat it by about 1 day. Uh, just needed a little change up in my life. A lot of life things happening. Involving house moving and stuff. But I have a theme for us again. We're back. And the theme is Ohthere Wyrdmake. There's been a couple Reddit posts I saw over the last month asking about Space Wolves. I thought I'd give another crack at them, and it's the Power of Fenris. Anyway, so what is it? I was like, oh, there is the easiest and most accessible Space Wolf Warlord, and how would I build him purely on the merit of his resolution heal 1 to a friendly unit, which can be himself, or the ward, give +0/+2. And the answer I thought was sneak attacks and front lines. So I min-maxed that reasonably. And then a couple of secondary themes kind of cropped up, and I'll go over them as we get there. Ohthere holds a special place in my heart because it's the very first warlord that got me to 4,000 points. So if you look way, way back in my post history, you'll see some probably more competitive versions. But this one is fun for me. Why is it called the Power of Fenris? Well, in the search for front lines and sneak attacks, some daemons started to creep in there, and then I started to add the secondary theme of lesser daemons. And I've just always loved the hypocrisy in the literature about how, Magnus, sorcery bad, but rune priests, hey man, that shit's like normal and cool. So let's go through it. Scouts. It's the only 2 energy drop in the deck. Generally, you can get away with just Warlord powering the first turn, and that's great. But if you got the Scouts, great. They're safe without needing Ward, and then they become a 1/5 sneak attack that can't be targeted. So a lot of the ways that people control early game troops just are gone, so they're going to have to double face bash or something, and likelihood is that because of the stealth, you'll be able to control their board with that extra 1 damage, and life will be good. Screamers. I mean, this is really the pitch of the deck. That it's a 5/2 that becomes a 5/4 ward with 5 energy. If they want to kill it, they have to face bash into it / suicide troops into it, which makes it a very cost-effective trade for you. It's good, and more often than not, it'll actually live, or they'll just surrender because they can't deal with it. Terror Hounds, same idea as the Screamers, but frontline instead. So for 5 energy, you can have a 5/5 frontline. If they suicide into it, great, you don't take the maintenance penalty. If you have the maintenance penalty on the following turn, worst case, you use your very, very powerful Warlord power, and you get off that Terror Hounds. So, maintenance is just fine for Ohthere. Seekers. Yeah, sneak attack. So, yeah, swing with them, you protect them, they suicide things into it, they don't quite kill it, you keep sneak attacking, you keep it going. Stalker Squads. This is just a staple of Space Wolves, and particularly synergetic with Baelai, so yeah, Bloodthirst, double tap, all that, built-in ward. So, catch hero. Why did I throw this in? Well, actually, there's a bit of induction here, I think. It started with, I was looking for some nice 6 slots for some reason, and Marcus was like, this would be such a great troop to give ward, because otherwise, with that survivor every turn, the only way anyone's ever going to kill this is through destroy target troop. But since I can give ward at will, I can just make this the stickiest MF ever. I'm like, well, now that I have Marcus, I might as well throw in a pair of cats. Even if I just get the 2 of them together, it's great. So that's how they made their way in. And they also have Survivor, which in conjunction with the Ward, very sticky. And it's also affected a future choice, which was the 45th section. Originally, I was going to throw in Skitarii Protectors, because I like the front line spam and the stealth denial, but the deal 1 damage to 2 random enemies is a little bit of anti-stealth, and it synergizes a little bit better with Cat and with Marcus. So that's why that made it in. Beast of Pyra. This is part of that secondary lesser daemon, which actually it's just amazing, because you drop it on energy turn 4 or 6, and if you drop it on energy turn 4, then it's a very costly thing for them to remove. They need lots of damage or lots of suicide or face bash. And if it does live, even if it ends with 1 health, you can get it back to 3 health and swing twice. Or if they do nothing to it at all, you get it to a 4/7, and you swing twice and it's a 4/3 ward. And you just keep it going. So even with that maintenance 3 from energy 5, you go down to 2 available energy, and that's just enough to sneak out that very, 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 very strong Warlord power. I cannot emphasize how strong that is. Rhino. I love this Rhino. It's a 3/5, it's a front line, it has the draw stuff from your deck. So it's a front line that you can get out pretty early. You can ward it also very early. And once it's, you can sit back with it and get some draw. Now, if you think about how many Astartes are actually in this deck, we got 2 squads, 1 Gunnarsson, and 1 Baelai. So what am I going to get when I use this power? I'm going to get a legendary or an epic. It's very, very strong in that sense, because even if I just get it off once, I'm guaranteeing a 50-50 chance of getting one of the 2 strongest troops in the game, which brings us to Baelai. This guy will single-handedly win you the game easily if they have no flank or fast. Or board damage. Like, you just, especially with Ohthere, you can increase his toughness and just start getting your whole board to swing with these sneak attack pokes and heal him afterwards for anything that he does clear off the board. You just win. I've said it, I probably say this about a lot of things, but this is one of the best legendaries in the game. It's super good. So, why is there cast track? More of that lesser demon theme. Especially with all the sneak attackers, if I can drop this on energy turn 5 and kill 1 enemy troop and buff all my sneak attackers by 1, that's just more punishment for the future. Same with the front lines, since they have to swing into them, given the ward and frontline combo. You're going to get value out of that attack. And it's just a very good card. Who am I kidding? 45th section. I talked about this already. It's another Solar Auxilia, which is another secondary theme. And that front line is great. And you're going to see lots of turns where I drop this and Cat in the same turn. And this is, going to become a 5/6 and get out of Melchior range. Defense Satellites. This was the very last card I added to the deck, and I'm like, what do I need? What do I need? And I looked, and I'm like, I just need a good board clear. And you're going to see several games where this goes off well. Oh, how are the games? 5 for 6 on practice, 5 for 5 on ranked. So we're going to watch all 11. Unless there's a bot game. I might skip it. I know, there's no bot game. Premiere. Yeah. You drop it on 6 if you need to for a 7/3 stealth. It's pretty safe with the stealth. It might go away with a board clear or an anti-stealth. Otherwise, if it's much later game, you can make it a 7/5 ward stealth. So even if they clear the stealth, they can't target it. And namely, you just bash the enemy warlord every turn with this while increasing its wardiness, and somebody will inevitably have to suicide into it. Or, if you have a very low hand capacity, you can use it to constantly control 1 enemy troop per turn, and you can win the long game. And with that extra 2 health and ward, it stays out of defense satellite range. We're going to win multiple games thanks to this guy, and it's the only Mechanicum in the whole deck. It was almost a third, because I think Chaos, 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 that's 10 Chaos, and then Inner, that's 6, 8, 9. So this makes the 10th not Chaos. That's a third. Spirit. Come on. I heal 1 every turn. This is the great counter to Angrons, to Lehman Russes, take your pick. You need it. It's good. It's plus damage and stun, and you self-heal, so. Dalmar Gunnarsson. Yeah. 6 for a 6/7 is already a great stat ratio. Given free ward to himself and the adjacents. Super good. And the heal for kicks. Will he ever live the turn? Maybe once, and they'll surrender. Marcus. We went over this. It just seems like a great target to ward. That survivor every turn means that you can hit the enemy warlord, get him up to 3 health, and then he'll have 3 health survivor 1, so he can't even be like double tap face bashed off a ward. Like, it's just very sticky. Why did I add motor carriers to this deck? I honestly don't remember. I guess because it's kind of a form of sneak attack. It's just a good anti-stealth card. Namely, I guess most of the time, the reason this troop is low on the value is actually because enemies Melchior it or they do something to target it away. And I thought with Ward, it would be, live a lot longer. And Fenrisian Wolves. Yeah, this is just a turn the entire board state around card, instantly clear 2 enemy troops, and possibly still have something left over. And if they do stay left over, or if you're at 10 energy, you can give the stun guy Ward, and then perpetually stun the enemy warlord between giving it +2 and stun and hitting them. So, super good. Let's get into the matches. Beat a Knight, beat Ezekiel Abaddon. Come on, Ward. Santar, again, Ward. Lehman Russ, stun. Tyrus, that's a fun one. That's, I think, the first one of those. So the one match we lose is to an Ulrak, and it was a good game, so props to him. And I was going to make a video on Narek, but it wasn't very Thamimi. It's just a lot of tactics with a few. Let's start. It's fun. Let's start. If you like, I will make that one next, because I think that's a 5 out of 6 5 out of 6 ladder win, so. Oh yeah.
I will not waste my time.
Hey, look at that first turn. Super good. So I bash because I want to get the self 1 heal. And it's worth it. That's not going to work out for him. We're going to go ahead and give this guy the Ward and do a little poke. Is there a chance that he can face bash, flank, face bash? Yeah, but he'll spend his whole turn doing it. And he'll still take 2 damage. Okay, this win might just be he doesn't have a very good low curve. Or just knows that whatever he plays will die. And yeah, keeping the heal up. Sure. Okay, that's fair. What else can you do? Well, yeah, we're gonna kill that. And then we're gonna poke with these 2 to heal him back up to full. And we're gonna protect him against possible flank. And let's see how it goes. This troop is so damn OP. Oh, he's going for the front line. I think I know why. There's a very common pick with Space Wolves to run the 7-5 flank. So I know this in my head. He probably has the 7-5 flank, and he wanted to get rid of the front line and take the 4 face damage rather than kill the 1 damage sneak attack, so that way he can get rid of this Bullvi. Which in hindsight, if I really wanted to protect him, I could have just dropped Terror Hounds, buffed him, and hit him. But I guess I was okay with him dying. Stunning him is also valuable, because otherwise... And there it is. Nope, you know, I probably should have just Terror Hounded with Warlord power. Well, on the other hand, getting out Spear as soon as possible, 1 is on curve, and 2 is just hyper anti-Russ. So now I can have a turn like this, where I'm again playing on curve, I have a front line protecting 2 sneak attackers, and he's perpetually stunned. So, I can't complain. I sense the surrender.
You can kill
Yeah.
me, but you will never
So I had 12 damage, at least. Alrighty, what's next? Atesh. Don't get to see a lot of Ateshes. Yeah, look at that! So easy to win
bring you close to
when you open hand Veil Eye. Yeah. Great. That gives me my free heal. I'm in a Warlord power, and
It's good to see you.
it is good to see you. I don't know who you are by name, but it's good to see you. Okay. Structures are fun for Survivor, especially if you're doing the trap combo, which is a very fun attach because the trap doesn't destroy itself. The trap says when an enemy troop comes into play, deal 6 damage to it and yourself. So Survivor will keep it alive. So if you can Survivor it every turn, you can deal 6 damage to every next troop. Oh, come on, really? Hit me instead. This is great. Keep doing that. He's keeping this, and that's a good idea because otherwise I would bail alive. And I'm still gonna, because he only has 4 damage available. So, will he decloak to deal 2 damage? I don't think he will. He thinks he can get away with the poison. We're going to deny that. That Bard Wipe, that's just enough. I can hit him, and then I can kill it with my face. Always save your counterattack until you need it, or at least play it immediately after a tactic. Either one, depending on remembrance order. Or use it specifically on a troop that needs it. Like this turn, I think. I'm going to face bash that, which gets it up to 6, and then that'll take that out. And then I can drop a heal on him to get him back out of the danger zone. And we can pray for the 50-50 mortar carrier to land on the 2-3. With the power of the storm, that's the power of Fenris. Alright. I'm gonna ignore that. I got a front line. I have a warded front line. We're just gonna bash bash. Very nice. I sense a surrender in the near future. And I have lethal.
Gather wounded and the dead on board right now.
Ta-da! So I'm starting to feel pretty confident about this thing I just slapped together. There was no refits. This was the first try. Love the in-game name. Love it. Yeah, keeping it. I got a turn 1, got a turn 2, and I need motor carrier for anti-curs. And yeah, Marcus, come on. I'm gonna throw that legendary away.
Beckons.
I have seen my own fate.
So does he know he's gonna lose if he's seen his own fate? Kinda awkward. Da, 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 da. We'll go with good old buff poke. Yeah, where's your -1 attack face bash now, huh? Sure, and a heal, I'm sure. I think we're gonna play cat this next turn. Or we'll see what we draw. Oh yeah, we're gonna go with the rhino. Play on curve. I want to try to save these two for a turn at least adjacent to each other, if not the same turn. But waiting until 9 is kind of heavy. Now, this is one of the few card scenarios that I dread. Yeah, Rule of Fear. It's a good play. That's a good turn. And a heal. He is on track for becoming full Bat Dad. But now I'm prepping for Marcellus Wallace. Back to full health. Oof. So, I would have played Marcus, but I don't like that, and I have 1 turn left to try to kill that. So we're going to defend Satellite. It's off curve, but if I kill that, I really really save my ass on the upcoming turns, so I'll just sit back. That's all you got? Rough. Surely you could have played something. But we're gonna go with the combos now. So now we get a 7-6. Now, maybe this was one turn too early. He could very easily destroy target troop, but he doesn't have it. So I could have waited until I could buff him. Sure, sure. You got a good roll there. But now we're gonna just start hitting him. We go for the ward here, because I don't want him to do that insta-kill. And we're gonna heal this side, so he can't quite sneak attack it away. And then looks like we're just dropping a couple of funsies. You know, in hindsight, it might have been a better turn to mortar carrier first. Whatever. We're kind of forcing him into the stealthing. Yep.
We started earnest.
And what I should do is mortar carrier and ward. Oh, I don't have the energy. Whoops. Guess how that's gonna come back to bite me. I know the answer. Yeah, Spectre Judgment. I just kept him safe. Oof. But it does bait a turn where he gets no last hits. So we're gonna punish him for it. That will give me a nice buff to the board. I can hit him for 3. Hit him for 3. I can hit him for 3. And I think we're gonna just keep the mortar carrier alive. Because even if he, you know, if I can keep that up, I'll just keep hitting him for 3 every turn. And the heal landed on just the right target. But you can't do it to mortar carrier. Okay, that's fair. What do we do about this? We can buff that, and we can wolf. I will have to throw 2 things into him. And you know, in hindsight, yeah, we did that so that way this wouldn't be in sneak attack range. Kind of a waste of those 2, though. I could have suicided him, left him at 2, let him face bash, but whatever. We keep it going. This is pain. Yeah, there goes my guy. Maybe I shouldn't have played him. Maybe I should have just defense satellite and bashed or something. That's okay. I have my own defense satellite now. That out. 1 damage. Get the bonus off there. Get him healed. Okay, I'm feeling okay. Okay, you're a jerk. And he's got it. Keeping up the stealth. But I have him. Remiere. Put an end to this ridiculousness. Just gonna keep him nice and double safe. And as soon as he exhausts this stealth option, bam. Let's see, does he poke me, then the troop? He did not. That is a tactical misplay. If you are Conrad in this case, and you have Bloodthirst, hit the enemy warlord, then hit the troop. Just get a free 2 damage. Yeah, I'll kill it. And then I'll play him again. And rebuff him. And throw down a scouts because it's stealth. Ah. Okay. Hit me. Doesn't work, does it? And that's game. Do I get a surrender? Do I finish him off? We get a glitch. I guess the save file didn't want to figure that out. He must have surrendered at an awkward timing, but essentially face bash, bash, win. Exit. Bep. It's time for the loss. Alright. I'm so happy that Ulrich came out now.
Beckons.
So I finally have him. He's a warlord I didn't have for the longest time, and I was just waiting for his alt art, and it came, and now I have it, and I'm happy. And now it means I think the only card in the whole game I don't have is the Sisters of Silence Legendary Warlord. I think that's the only one. Maybe some other new cards. Maybe there's an epic I haven't seen in the store yet, or a specific legendary, but I think I have them all. I have Malkador. I have Dorn. Oh. Yeah, feeling good. He'll have to face bash if he wants. Goodbye, sneak attack. What a jerk. So, this is that. He did not take care of this, so I'm gonna buff it. And then I'm gonna hit him. I could heal him, but I won't, because then his 5 will just swing into it, and that heal will be wasted. So. Okay. Well, this tricky dick. It's me again. They took out a troop and did 5. He's gonna ultimately deal 10 damage out of that. That's probably why I lose. I figure I can take out that troop, can face bash that, because I don't like it. And yeah, I got 3 available energy. And we'll go ahead and buff up the 5/1, so that way he can't just sneak attack it. Ah, we'll go to 4. He might still double tap it. Let's find out. Yeah, okay, well. So, healing him up, got him to be stealth. Now you can kill it. So, seemed like a good idea at the time. In hindsight, Gunnarsson would have been a much safer first drop, so that way he doesn't do something like jam. The pain. Hit me for 4. This guy is on the money. He knows how to make somebody in pain. Most rude. I'm hoping for enough to kill. I get it. And I got a 4. So that's cool. And at that point, I might as well hit him for 6. Getting closer to equalizing out. Still not in a great place, but he now has to choose between dealing 6 and killing that. Nope. Way to go, Jubok. Get, like, the one legendary that is OP. Already had Gunnarsson. I'm amazed. I didn't run Power 5 in this deck. Aren't you impressed? I have no Jubok, no Kai, no Melgator, nothing. And I'm still gonna win 5 out of 5 ranked. Maybe that's the real meme. No Power 5. No Power Rangers. Yeah, he's gonna stun me. I am not in a good place. Because he has 9 available damage, and I'll heal to 9, but I need to at least kill 1. We might try the defense satellite. Nothing. I could heal, and I do. That gets me out of lethal. You know, Jordan would have been a better pick. Although maybe the theory here was that if I play Jordan, he'll just throw the 4-2 into Jordan and... No, he would have been better. For surezies. Yeah, and that nested's done. So then this just kills me. I can't clear it. I don't have hard removal. Didn't run it. I'm sorry. So there's nothing I can do. Unless you can see something I don't. I take out as much potential damage as I can, but he's got too much damage on me. Could I have healed myself 3, but then I'd only be able to kill 1. That 3 doesn't outweigh the 4.
Punishment match the offense.
Talking like he's chewing on something. Ah, good game. He got all the good warlord trades. No flaw. Well, let's go beat up like 7 new people. Well, okay, 1 previous perpetually drunk person and 5 to 6 other new people. But he's playing a different warlord,
The
so...
tempest beckons.
Death to the false emperor.
Of course, I'm just... Okay, he deals an extra damage a turn, I heal a damage a turn. So that's a wash. That pretty much makes him a 2 attack. Oof. Perfection. Did he get off abandoned supplies too? No, he just attacked and then... Okay. Yeah, Terror Hounds. Knock him down 1. Front line. Mess with him. And yeah, I'm gonna sit back. For sure. Well, it saved me 4 to 8 damage. So, it did its job. Ow. Alright, what do I got for 4? Second Terror Hound? Bail Eye. And I will actually attack. Alright, let's see your 5-4 flank. Didn't have it. Okay. I might try to defense satellite that away, because I don't want him to get... Or, actually, I got a perfectly good front lines. That'll stop whatever he tries to flank out. Which way do I go? We're gonna go with the Terror Hound. And the Ward. The extra safe front line. And healing him back up to 5 health. Alright. Equal on health. I'm dominant on board state. Let's see how it goes. Okay. That's very good for double ward. Ouch. 10 health. Oh, I think that's game. It's a bit of a gamble. Not that much of a gamble. So, what are the scenarios here? I either kill him, or I kill his flank. Either way, I'm in a good place. And guess which one happens? Straight up victory. Ta-da! Baelai, the winner of games. No, the one game I didn't win, I didn't draw Baelai. Could be related. Well, I think this is the last practice match, which was me going for my daily 5 wins.
The tempest beckons.
And I think this fellow might be playing a Mechanicum daily. So, challenge. Because he's going to play a lot of Mechanicum, which is technically not synergetic with being Horus in and of itself. So, I guess take this match with a grain of salt. Yep. Kill it, heal it, bop it, load it, shoot it. Okay. Mechanicum. Well, I can scout play, I can buff him, and I can sneak attack something off the board. Now the question is it better to kill that or weaken that? I think I go for the weaken that, just because as far as sneak attack is concerned, him having 4 attack denied is better than 1. So that's the direction I go. This is an even number here, whether he does 1 there or 1 there, I don't care. That does matter though, so didn't consider that possibility. Got outplayed. It's starting to look a lot like defense satellites. Do 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 do. Will I not kill the only one that could possibly kill my 2-3? Sorry, 2-2, but it's going to be a 2-3. Because I can guarantee it. If I just don't attack, the heal goes there. So now he has to double face bash. Or get lucky with a poke. Yep. And there's the double poke. Rude. I'm gonna go with double cat. I have it. And I have another section coming up that I can then ward buff and possibly get 1 to 2 buffs onto, or 0 to 2. But this puts it just out of range of him, so even if he double face bashes, it still lives. Okay, he bounced. Well, that's kind of rude, but still, I mean, he would have bounced either of these instead, so much better a 3 than a 5. Horus the Mechanicum. It's just for the draw. And it's working out pretty well for him. As far as dropping as much Mechanicum as you can, we're just going to get rid of this. I don't like it. So I got the 3-1 versus the 3, and that felt good. I can do this. If he throws these into me, they die. So that's cool. I'm still healing away. Okay, so he gets a couple extra damage. Keeping up the card draw. God, I would kill for Horus to transform based on Mechanicum drops. That would be crazy. Not gonna happen. But look, I got my 8 energy combo. So that'll, I mean, he's already played Melkator, so I don't really have to worry about that. But still, it increases his utility. Really, the one thing that'll kill him in 1 hit? Ugh. Sure. Sure. Well, I don't get to get it off one more time. That I disagree with. He should have healed his Warlord. Unless I have like some 1 damage board clear or something. It's just, why heal a 2-2? So we're gonna drop 9 energy worth of fun, kill the guy that buffs everybody, and that will make a 5-5 and a 5-6. So his 2 options are suicide everything into this, making this super powerful, or suicide everything into this, making this powerful twice. And that's Bloodthirst, so it's double the value. He's going with this. Sadly, no last bonuses. But 14 damage, and you can guess how I spend my turn. Kill the troop. Hit him twice. And drop a frontline. So, if he hits into this and bounces this, I still have 7 damage on the board. If he hits into this and bounces this, then he heals my guy off and I don't have maintenance. I keep the 7-2. And I'd namely deny him from doing a double thing. If I had done Terror Hounds down on the board, he would have killed the Terror Hounds and bounced. It's just bad. So same with Screamers, and then the Stealthy would have, of course, he would have bashed into these. So it was the right group pick, and it won. Alright, sorry folks, it's now finally time for the ranked matches, and we're going to win all 5. All 5 in a row. It definitely gets harder in ranked. I definitely have a smaller margin, I think.
I have no rank. I have no region.
So, I have to kind of keep in mind how many of these he has in his hand available, and how much energy he has. I know he has 1 available. And now he'll have 2 available. Do we go with the Jordan, or do we go with the Seekers? Neither. We go with Cat, because we know he has +2 to attack. So if I just play one of these 4s, he would kill it, and it would be gone. In this case, if he buffs up, he doesn't actually kill it. So I'm trying to deny that, and then save these guys for a buff later. But that's kind of, lame. So, now I know he has 3 in his hand. He doesn't kill it with the power, but he does drop the rally troop. So he still has 3 in his hand, and he can bash into this, but oh, he won't go for me. That's the better pick. I can kill it. Not gonna be pretty. 10 damage there. And for some reason I heal this. In hindsight, I kind of regret that, but maybe the theory was that he could somehow kill this and then face bash that off, and by doing that, it increases his survivability for the long run. But yeah, maybe the hope was to get Marcus out. It just slightly increased his chance of living. But since I knew he had 2 of those, I knew he could do that, and that his 3/5 could kill this, so in hindsight, some regret. But I did just bait 2 of those out of his hand. Oh, get out of here. It's a good thing my deck is filled with crap. Alright, transform into a fucking rhino. That's rude. What a counter. Well, what are we gonna do about that? Well, I think he has 2 buffs in his hand, so I've kept track. Means he can't quite kill it without face bashing with his... yeah. So that gets him into Warlord lethal, and that was my plan. Stop that. Okay, we do have Frozine Wolves, and because these 2 are weakened, that will come out with 6 attack, and I'll be able to kill that. Then I can face bash that and leave a 4/5 to stun for the future. Let's do it! 6 into 5/6. Tap. Self-heal, save it for next time. I thought this might happen. And yeah, he gets off a stun for his trouble. But it'll come back to me ultimately. So I can live with this. He essentially did 4 damage and stunned me, and 2 damage to my troop. Now, this was because this is going to be a 6/6, so it's not in terror range yet, and so if I'm ever going to get it to kill this, it's this turn, if I can bait it. And I do manage to bait it. Because he has defense, defense satellite. But he's stunned, I can double tap. Stop it! Things are not looking good. Oh my god. Kill him. I think it's time to set up for Remier. I have board state control. I can deny him from being able to kill this. So I'm going to buff myself up so I can deny direct 7 damage shenanigans that are these seals. If he has a board stun jam, it doesn't matter if I buff this. That was a mistake. I think somewhere in his brain he thought this wasn't stealthed and that he could kill it, but he was wrong. So, now we're going to punish him for that. Just going to fill the board up with love. If he kills that, everything gets a buff, double tap with the Bloodthirst. That's especially why this group is so good. I have the Bloodthirst here, and I have the, Aww. There's another, oh, the, Beast of Pyra. Oof. You can kill the 3/3 with my 3/4. Then I can face bash him for 3, denying his chance of battle. What's it? And let's make it a 7/7. Sneak attack ward. He's so good.
So many dead. So many voices.
But I have won that turn if I had face bashed him for 2, and if I had hit him for 3 twice instead of once. No, I think it would have been down to 2. Oh, another fun victory. Alrighty, let's beat up a rank Russ. Oh, there, conqueror of aggro.
I will not waste my time with fancy words.
Put the axe down, lad.
Sure, I'll just buff myself. Have fun. It does slightly discourage a face bash 2-drop, but that's just not how it worked out. Gonna face bash you, buddy. Oh yeah, never mind. We're just gonna Terror Hound and let it ride. So, that'll just kill it. Another one? Hit me for 2. Well, Rhino's going down next turn, and I'm going to face bash that, so that way he has to hit into the Rhino, and then he'll get 1 extra attack. I'm also not running Crucial Choice. I'm still beating these guys through the weird power of frontline sneak attack, legendary Space Wolf cards with a splash of defense satellite, and daemons. Sure. Spear is what's gonna win me this game, let's be real. Yeah, we're gonna set up for the sneak attack love. Pretty big danger play on my part. He could easily have a 7/5. Thankfully he doesn't, but oh man, that would have sucked. But he will kill it. But take 4 damage in the process. So, okay. I can move. Yeah, spear. Defensive spear. I don't need to swing. I just sit back, and stuff that hits me will get stunned for the entire next turn. And he will not be able to combo hit me. He will get an extra 4 damage out for his trouble, though. Ah, it's so important to just have a splice A splinter, a spliff of defense satellite. Little bit, a sprinkle. You need to have the board clears. And buff. I don't think he'll attack. And I'd rather get off the extra 2 health ward. That's a card. Good for the hand size. Nothing out of 4 energy though. That sucks, buddy. Oh yeah. We're going for that sweet, sweet buff. Boom. Out of Melgator range. Warded, so it can't be Melgatored. What does he do? Okay, that kind of sucks. He does have to take 5 damage for his trouble. You know, technically there's a tactical error there. He could have face bashed the 4-4, taken 1 less damage, buffed that up to 6, thrown the 6 into the 5-6, and yeah, he would have just saved 1 life overall. I didn't even realize that until just now, so. Sure. Sure. Just gonna sit back. Come on, hit it. Damn. Okay. Okay. No, go to my 2-6. At least it got some damage value out, but, you know, still. Rude. Better than buffing, bouncing one of these 2. Yeah, killing that outright. Or I can kill that to prevent combo damage. Only take 1. I sit back. That's a mistake. I should have swung there to increase the chances that that landed there. There was no reason for me to leave that alive. Oh no, I buffed. That's what happened. I couldn't do it. Never mind. Everything's exactly as it should be. Sure, you can face bash the 5-2. Or is he gonna double this into it? He wants to kill this. Ow. How do I win this? Gunnarsson Rhino? Another board wipe? My own wolves. I haven't drawn wolves yet. And that's gonna win me the game right now. I'm gonna clear his whole board. Oh, the top deck. Kill him. I can kill that. I can kill that, and I can heal you. A little bit of a risky play healing you, but... Oh! What? What? No, 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 no. I mean, kind of. The what? Decisions were made. I should have killed that, and then healed him. There's... I regret my decisions. It works out in the end. But leaving that up, why would I heal 2 ward at the cost of free poke and reset? No, 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 no. Okay, well this turn at least I can kill him outright and get some okay value for my buck. This is so cool, I think. Fatal Clash. You don't see this very often. One, I would have played it first, but just to see what you drew, in case it was something better for 7. But now he can hit me straight in the face. Oh. Could he have won the game?
I'll show you.
Let's talk about how maybe.
Return for the wolf time.
If he had hit the Rhino, he would have gone down to 1 health. Oh, but then I wouldn't have been in range. No, I don't think so. I think he did what he could. Centaur. Time to deny with ward. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that.
The tempest beckons.
You are not so scary.
It's the little bits of attrition. Sorry. Getting into the rhythm. So he does have the opportunity to poke this off the board. But if he does that, I will have a 5/5 ward that I will swing into him and make his life very troublesome. He will instead poke that for 1 and shield face bash it away. Which is perfectly fine with me. Ultimately, I don't take the maintenance penalty, so cool. I can clear that off the board and give Baelai some bonus. Put the ward in the middle. I get very greedy next turn and pay the price for it. We'll build up there. Sure, perfectly valid to do now. Sure. So, the greed here is double dropping troops. There's a scenario I didn't quite think of, which to be fair, given the 5 energy, I shouldn't expect it, but he did play abandoned supplies, so he's gonna board wipe me in a way most foul. I don't think that costs 5 energy, does it? I don't think it costs 7. Maybe it does cost 5. I thought it cost 6. Wait, was there a patch while I was away? You know what? There might have been. I need to go read these things. I don't keep track of meta or patch notes. So, whoops. That's my problem. Oh, God, come on. Hate it. It's a good time for defense satellite. Although in hindsight, what might have been better would be to face bash and motor carrier, because then it would be a 50-50 chance. And that lived. So I went with the self ward instead of the face bash. Was that worth it? Ultimately, I negated the 2 damage there. But it means that he can't warlord power me, so call it a wash. Oh, yeah. I got the 8 combo. I love this combo. Gets it right out of Melkator. Just a little bit of solar combo. You know, probably shouldn't have stuck that one in the middle. But at the same time, it is baiting. Oh, no, I just shouldn't have had it in the middle. That's a misplay on my part. Ooh. That's a mistake on my part again. I could have mortar carriered and given it the old bufferino. It's better to play spear if they have some troops out, because then if they face bash into you, it's... and then he just... Looks like I'm gonna do it this turn. Ooh, going for both and no ward, with no hand. Risky. Alright, yeah, got him stunned. He's got no board. And I have a 2/6 and a 4/5. Come on. Jerk. Jerk. How do I win this? I'm actually going to drop them like they're hot. Buff myself, because I'm scared to death. In hindsight, probably would have been better to buff the stun artist here, but let's see what happens. That's rude. I'm dying here. Ow. Cool. Sweet. Hit him, hit him. Hit him down to a nice 7. Perfect. Alright, down to a nice 9. Ah, son of a... I'm allergic to this bullshit. Oh no! I win! If it had hit my troop, I would have lost. But because he didn't, I win.
Greetings from the Iron Hands.
I'm just flexing at that point. Thanks, random luck. Oi, 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 oi. Let's beat up the best matchup ever. What's that you say? You target troops for 3 damage?
The tempest beckons.
If only I had a way to not allow that. And in fact make them stronger for the future. Yep. This is gonna be fun. No regrets. I will heal that. There was 0 purpose to that. Come on. And I'm just outside of your 3 damage range. 1 damage all? Fair. I will heal that. Rhino. It's outside of kill range. I can't play hounds until energy turn 5. The nature of existence. Which I will do. Sure. Or will I? You know, I could just buff up this guy. Yeah? Uh-huh. It denies him a kill entirely. And it did get me Gunnarsson to my hand for energy turn 6. So... I will heal one of those. G is for GG.
We'll meet again.
Yeah. Feel your pain. It's Ward. Alright, we got 1 left. We got 1 left. Ending on a night win. Yeah. Let's do it. Terror. Feast. A little thick. I can't justify all 3, but I can certainly justify those 2. Especially against the knight. So, you know, if he wants to face bash the 5-3, have fun, buddy. And in case he ever gets out the mother 3 damage target constant, I can just deny it. So, is there anything Ohthere can't do? Hit me. That is aggressive. That is so aggressive. I disagree. Terror Hounds. And Face Bash. Yeah, I take 1 extra damage. But honestly, I've learned when it comes to weapons, if you can hurt them both and him, you're getting good utility out. Oh, okay. Okay, that was pretty good. That would have been better. But I have Beast now. And I know that he has a whopping 1 energy. So he can hit it for 3 damage and take 4, and then I'll hit him for 4, or actually 8. So no matter what he does, I'm going to hit him for 8. The greed. Yeah, we're going to punish him. We're going to punish him so hard. And I'm still alive. Even with your 3 attack. Okay, yeah, you can kill the 4-1 and not take the damage. That's okay. That's okay. I got double cat. So I'm doing it. It's such a great combo. Who doesn't love 6 energy for a 3/4/3/4 Survivor 1 with perpetual +1/+1 to other things of its type? It's just... bullshit. Hit me. That's greedy. It's less greedy now, but it was very greedy. Otherwise I was at lethal with Mortar Carrier and 8 damage. But we'll throw down a section. We will give it the buff, and we'll take out the troop with one of these 2. So the positioning here was that in case he does the deal 2 damage to the enemy warlord and that which is adjacent, he would just hit the super tough guy and not get anything off on these guys. Yeah, you get all that energy you were missing before. You're dead. I have 9... 12, 14 damage on the board. And I think just to flex a little bit of how much damage I could do, yeah, we'll throw down a carrier. But still face bash. Romulan ale. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Ohthere with me. It's good to be back in the swing of making recordings. We're going to try to get back to once a week, although I'm like moving in a week to over the next month. I don't know. It's upward mobility. Yay! If you like this, like it. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. Share this with your friends. And as always, Karmatos loves you. Leave me some comments about what to do next. It's actually maybe taking longer in between because I don't know what to do anymore. Thanks for watching.